All right, so check this out. Let me explain this to you from a little passage from a book called Think and Grow Rich. It's under the chapter of imagination. The imagination is literally the workshop wherein are fashioned all plans created by man. The impulse, the desire is given shape, form, and action through the aid of the imaginative faculty of the mind. It has been said that man can create anything which he can imagine. All ages of civilization. This is the most favorable time right now for the development of the imagination because it is an age of rapid change. On every other hand, one may contact stimuli in which you can develop the imagination. Through the aid of his imaginative faculty, man has discovered and harnessed more of nature's forces than in the past 50 years during the entire history of humankind. He has conquered the air so completely that the birds are a poor match for him in flying. He has harnessed the ether. He has made it serve as a means of instantaneous communication with any part of the world, and he has analyzed and weighed the sun at a distance of 1,000,000 miles and had determined through the aid of imagination the elements of which it consists. He has discovered his own brain both in broadcasting and receiving as a receiving station for the vibration of thought. And he is beginning now how to learn and how to make practical use of this discovery. He has increased the speed of the locomotive until he may now travel at speeds of more than 300 miles per hour, and the time will soon come where you can breakfast in New York and lunch in San Francisco. Man's only limitation within reason lies in his development and use of his imagination. He has not yet reached the apex of development. In the use of his imaginative faculties, he has only merely discovered his imagination. It goes on to talk about two types of imagination. Synthetic, which is the things that you already have imagined and tested, and you know. And then the creative imagination, which is the things that are currently you're testing and the ideas that you're currently working with. And when you merge the two, you can get into harmony with your imagination, depending on what you choose to imagine. In my opinion, in my experience, you can paint a beautiful painting with your imagination or a horrific nightmare, both of which are still imagination. So here's another nice little chunk. Your imaginative faculty may have become weak through inaction. It may be revived and made alert through use. This faculty does not die, though it may become quite weak through lack of use. Transformation in the intangible impulse, so transforming intangible things of desire into real, tangible reality of money, calls for the use of plain plans. These plans must be formed with the aid of the imagination and mainly with synthetic faculty. So first you have an idea. The idea is the seed, it is the root, it is the beginning, it is the most powerful force on earth, our ideas. And then, as you're testing things that go along with it, you're slowly building, similar to the way computers work. You have memory modules, which are called RAM, random access memory, which store short term. And then you have the hard disk or solid state drive where you store the long term. You boot up a computer, it kicks on, it takes a copy, it makes a copy of an application from the hard drive, throws it into the RAM, and then you can begin interacting with it and changing it. You click save, you close the application, it makes a copy from the RAM, copies it back onto the hard drive. So, a lot of what I see today are people who are only using the receiving side of their mind, of their broadcasting set. Their imaginations have become weak and are now playing against them. And they're wearing the mask. They're not watching Wall Street. They're not seeing the bailouts. They can't comprehend $1 trillion. See, in the 80s, they did bailouts in billions. In the 90s, they did bailouts. In the 80s, it was millions in bailouts. In the 90s, it was billions in bailouts. In the 2008, it was trillions in bailouts. Now we need to print quadrillions, okay? It's going to get a lot more printing, and that's all this is. This is the shutting down or the management of Main Street to bail out Wall Street. Now, okay, yes, this might have kicked it off because you weren't watching what's been going on for the last 3 years. You haven't been seeing, honestly, I'm still mad about the border. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. I'm still mad about the Russiagate. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. I'm still mad about the currency manipulation. Oh, wait, no, I'm still mad about the yield curve inversion that happened perfectly 6 months ago. And yield curve inversions always signal a recession. Oh, wait, no, I forgot about that. No, I'm mad about the Hong Kong protests. Oh, wait, isn't Hong Kong the hinge point from the Western world to the Eastern world? That's the only way that money can flow into the East is through Hong Kong? Isn't that how that works? And they had massive protests there? Oh, could this be like kind of the aftershock? Oh, no. So, any way you want to call it, a lot of people aren't conscious of what's been going on. A lot of people live in fear due to their own imagination and not controlling their broadcasting set. They are no longer broadcasting. They are only a receiving set for what the world throws to them. Especially when you can throw it in mainstream media, rectangle box, you can throw it into the internet, and every source into your email box, you can throw it into everything. I'm looking around, I don't see anything changing in reality other than a full-on bombardment through every form of just communication I can see. So, with that said, I got a couple notes I want to leave you with. You can find me on Snapchat. It's LDizzle1990. Again, that's Lima, Delta, India, Zebra, Uniform, Lima, 1990. I'm an IT technician. The body is a physical manifestation of the mind. I never would talk to a doctor who's obese, sick, smoking, and dying and take their advice. I would have to be a sucker to do that, and I'm not. I'm not a sucker. I hope you're not either. I hope you don't. The only thing that is a man that makes him different from a pig or a horse is his mind. Everything else you can find in a pig or a horse. So, I hope you realize that the body is a manifestation of the mind. And I hope that you have the mind of a free man or free woman. I hope good things. And I hope this message is well received. GT, hope you got tokens. Peace!